Hello again, my beautiful thinking people. It's just me again, your host, Clyde Phillips Sr. Another little demonstration for you coming up here. I've been playing a little bit with the voice commands, and they seem to work quite well. Dome lights on. Hey, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let's go, folks. We're starting to move once again. Dome lights, automatic. I hope you're watching the screen. This is where it's all happening. Climate on. The thing that bothers me the most, you see how well it hears me? But when I try to put in addresses, destinations, wow, it's horrible. It's almost like there's a totally different receptor for navigation. Turn all seat warmers on low. Seat heaters on low. Seat heating updated. This is really going to get good once Grok is in the car. Okay, so I want to show you. It's nighttime, so there's not much traffic, but it's just going to be a nice, clear, straight shot. And see how well she can do. And I will start from here. I could have started from in there, but they might have done a couple of turns in the parking lot. Uh-oh. Yeah, I should have put in my destination, eh? Woo! Oh my Lord, that was something. I think it's because it's late. I'm so late because I stopped there and had a salad. I recommend these salads wholeheartedly. They can be found at Costco. No, I'm not going to join them. These three obviously think they're pretty fast. And I will allow them to think that. Because I kind of like my car. And I've seen cars get towed off the highway for excessive speeds and stuff. No, thank you, but. So someone was asking me if I realize that I come off as arrogant. I tried to address it in another video as well, and in a statement that I made back to someone, and I said, I am absolutely not arrogant. I said, and when I come off with information, I'm trying to give you the best information I can give you, but I'm also humble enough to know that I die on no mountain. Because if I see the mountain across the way is much greener and much more lush, I'm not stupid enough to die on this barren mountain. So if you have better information to give me, and really better information that's backed with facts, I'm open. I am so open. That's why I always like to finish with, we never give up. We never give in. Now, if that makes us arrogant, then you need to listen to the next part. But we will always keep our open mind, because with an open mind we can gather knowledge. And knowledge is the only real power we have in this world. So if that's an arrogant statement, I apologize. I guess I just don't know the definition of arrogance. Did I want to get that off my chest? Not really. And that's probably because I'm not as arrogant as that person was thinking I am. When you know something, if you're an expert in electronics and you come to my house to rewire things in my home, and I start telling you how to do the wiring, by you saying, excuse me, can you just let me do my job? I think I know what I'm doing. That's not arrogant. You do know what you're doing way better than I do. Why should I be offended about the fact that you know what you're doing? And if I am offended by that, then maybe it's my own arrogance that's getting the better of me. Maybe I'm a little narcissistic, and therefore anything you say that disagrees with what I think means I'm right, you're wrong. And therefore, maybe I'm the arrogant one. When somebody comes up to me with an opinion on any topic, even if it's a topic that I know very, very well, I listen to them. I listen to them because if there's any nugget in there that I can learn from, or I can add to my knowledge base, then that's what I'm after. If you can rewrite the entire storage facility inside my brain with better information, that's what I'm after. And I want you guys to be like that too. This is why the 1585 Club was created. For us to share good ideas with each other. Listen, if there's 100 people and they're all sharing good ideas, there's a great chance that many of them are going to be against other ideas. Therein lies the 1585 Club. We will go through those ideas, hash them out, mash them down, dissect them in every way, and see if we can come up with information that improves our own cognitive abilities, improves our own storage base, so that way we can get rid of some of the garbage and put in some really good stuff. Right? There's only limited amount of room in these storage brains of ours. Oh, geez, I should have tried that by voice. Let me see. Oops. Turn on rear defroster. Alright folks, it did work. The problem is that I hit the wrong button, which was not the mic, and therefore the music started playing, which now I'm going to have to get rid of that music. Buddy, the speed limit here just went down. The speed limit went down, the car slowed down on FSD, and the guy starts flashing his high beams at me because I slowed down to the speed limit. That's him, right in front of me. And he's brake checking me, as if I brake checked him. I don't know if he notices, but I'm still going the speed limit. Yeah, he totally lost his cool there. Again, that's the most amazing thing about FSD. It's not going to do wrong. And if somebody's upset with you for driving appropriately, well, too bad for them. They're going to have to deal with it. As long as you're not, any of those states where they have concealed weapons everywhere. Because those guys, when they lose their cool, they come up beside you and start shooting. We don't want that. Anyways, folks, please keep your open mind. Never be afraid to learn from somebody, whether they're younger than you, older than you, same age, same sex, same whatever. Just keep your mind open, because there's so much information out there. None of us has the ability to actually retain all that information in one brain. Well, not yet, anyway. I wonder if Neuralink, which is Elon Musk's other company, do you think perhaps he created that company for himself? Do you think maybe when he gets his implant, he will actually be able to interact with the entire volume of information contained on the entire Earth? Like they said, the libraries of the world can actually fit on a small chip. That's amazingly nuts. But if you can interact with that chip with your brain at lightning speeds, wouldn't that give you the ability to know all the information contained on the Earth? Wouldn't that give you the ability to be able to create anything that has been created before? And possibly decipher how to improve on those formulas? Like, just imagine the immense brain power somebody would have if they could download that information. For those of you who watch The Matrix, there are many great messages in The Matrix. Great messages that come from defensive postures. And then there were those dream scenarios where, wow, remember, he was like, how am I supposed to fight you? He goes, no problem. He went and sat in the chair. He got plugged in. They brought him back and he went, I know Kung Fu. And he said, well, come, show me. And he knew Kung Fu, didn't he? If you guys ever watch Wham Bam TeslaClyde, Hondas, you must be afraid of Hondas. They instill fear in me every time I see them. Because you could be doing everything right, and they just like to slam into everybody. Anyways, it's probably because there's a whole lot of Hondas on the road, and those are the ones we just focus on, but whatever. So how many of you folks have even thought of getting a Neuralink chip installed in your head? You can see already people are able to control their computers and screens and everything with their minds. They're able to multitask, actually multitask. Talk to somebody while controlling something, while playing a game. Like, that is true multitasking, where your brain actually is able to control 3 things at once. That's, well, you know what? Maybe we do have that power. It's just not developed. And the Neuralink chip seems to be bringing it out on people. Okay, now I could be annoying because the speed here is actually 100, but somebody took that sign out back there where it actually starts the 100 from the 90. Anyway, good thing is we can manually use the scroll wheel and bring it up. Anyway, folks, I just wanted to make this little chat kind of interesting, you know? There are a lot of things that we take for granted. We don't think about them deep enough to see where life is going or where it's taking us. And I can tell you, I'm both intrigued and afraid at where we're going. A lot of people are going to misuse the abilities that are going to come their way. Everybody's in a race to become the best and the first so that they can control everybody else. I mean, that wouldn't be my first priority, is to be able to control everybody else, to be the winner in the world. Where are you? Oh, you're all the way down there. Oh, I'd like to be able to... Yeah, no. I have to raise up the camera in order to be able to see you in the rearview mirror. I don't know, is that truck just flashing his high beams at me too? Oh well. Oh, life is tough, I'll tell you. You know what, folks? Here's the thing. People say, you know what I mean, that I'm obsessed with Tesla. I don't think I'm obsessed. I think I'm very, very objective and realistic when I think about Tesla and its attributes. But the oddest thing happened to me today while I was giving a ride to somebody in downtown Hamilton, and I was dropping them off, and they asked for a specific artist, and we put on that artist, but then other people in that genre, in that mix, come up as well. And one of the songs that came up I had never ever heard before, and it was a song by Queen, and the song's title was I Am in Love with My Car. And I was like, wait a second here, is there a ghost in my sound system? Like, where did that song even come from? I've never heard it before in my life. And Queen, of course, we used to listen to tons of Queen when I was growing up. So look it up. It's a real song. I'm in love with my car. And there's some funny lyrics, well, funny today. Back in the day, whenever they must have written that song, it was just kind of an adaptable script, I guess. But anyway, how funny is that? People think I'm obsessed with Tesla, and then here comes this song, I'm in love with my car. Well, in order for me to actually say something like that, it would have to be the cyber beast with a pass-through from the cabin into the bed, and a ramp for me to ride the motorcycle up on top, strap it down, and strong enough that I could pull a toy hauler trailer and be able to get out of Dodge. Then I'd be in love with my car. It would be my everything. Anyway, folks, listen, I'm going to say it again. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And above all, stay as happy as humanly possible. And remember that we of the 1585 Club, we never give up, we never give in, but we keep an open mind, because that's how we gather our knowledge, which knowledge is the only power we'll ever have. So I wanted to get that in, because we are almost there, and I will be cutting off the end of this video. Sorry. Anyway, oh, by the way, here's some good information for you guys, and especially those of you who have been in the adventures with me. Steed is in tip-top shape. Oh, I started her up and ran her for a bit yesterday, and smooth as silk. No smoke coming out of the pipes whatsoever. Everything was just beautiful. So, those of you who've already booked, we are going on adventures this season. Hook me up. Let's go for a ride. Chat at you later, folks. Love y'all. Bye for now. Oh, I guess I'd have to say, this has been a perfect drive, which is one among maybe 1,000 perfect drives I've had since I've had FSD. it's really good. This is something I was waiting for it to be solved as well. This is getting off the highway. It used to turn in the lane to the left of us, and then it would make the turn. Now, it does have a yield sign there. It has a red yield sign, but it also has a red light. So that's a very confusing little couple of things. Do you have to stop and then yield to oncoming traffic? Or is the yield sign actually, if there's oncoming traffic, you need to stop? Guys, look back in the video and you'll see what I mean. I hope you saw that. There was a rabbit there on our right. And I don't want any mistakes there, Tessie. But we do need to see a rabbit cross the road and see if we stop for it. And if FSD doesn't stop for it, I will slam on the brakes myself. But I do want to see if FSD is sensitive enough to protect the rabbits on an ongoing basis. It's already done it once. It slowed down almost to a stop for another rabbit that was running across the road, and it slowed down and probably would have come to a stop for a raccoon. Somebody mentioned to me that their vehicle would slow down and almost stop for a squirrel. That would ultimately make me extremely happy, because then I'd know there's probably very, very few animals in the world that would ever have to worry about this car. That stupid NHTSA stop, that's got to go. Somebody get a hold of Elon, let him know. NHTSA's got to get rid of that NHTSA stop. We come down to like less than half a kilometer, and then it has to roll again to another full stop before it goes. Just foolish, totally foolish. See what happens when you turn off your video too soon? You miss all that juicy, crazy stuff. I hope that wasn't what I thought it was. Oh my. FSD like a pro. Like a pro. Oh my. Oh, soon we are not going to be driving ourselves anywhere, and I mean real soon.